Proceed with caution. I've got your back.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
Oh, Grace.
will, or was it destined for oblivion? That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
The times are changed.
This has been in sync? Trust me. We can do anything! That's half the work. On the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Don't get careless. Nap time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Don't worry. It's just a
Wake up, dormant scales. World cleansing dragon. The times are changed. Heaven surge. Rise!
The redemption. I'm okay. Time for a shot. Again?
Sense a storm. Heaven surge.
I've lost my way. Not a bad idea. Destined for oblivion.
The strength. Awaken, dormant scale. World cleansing dragon. Heaven surge. Rise! Inevitable.
Not a bad idea. I'm still here. On the still waters of oblivion. Naughty child. Nap time.
Awaken, dormant scale. World cleansing dragon.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Break's over. Time for a shot. Trust me. We can do anything!
Heaven surge. Break.
Nap time.
The strength. Heaven surge. Rise!
I'm on it. You can do it! Destined for oblivion.
Sense a storm. Awaken, dormant scale. World cleansing dragon. Heaven surge. Break.
That'll take nap time. This has been in sync? I'm still here. Free will, or was it fate? On the still waters of oblivion. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
The strength.
Naughty child.
Sent a storm.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Time for a shot. Nap time. I'm marked. On the still waters of oblivion. Earlier.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Break. Awaken, dormant, world-cleansing dragon.
That's better. Breaks over. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Don't worry, it's just a scrape. Free will. Trust me. We can do anything. Nap time.
Heaven's surge. Rise. Sent a storm.
Not a bad idea. You can do it. Destined for oblivion.
Iyalah, kenapa? Gue lagi fokus tadi. Ini suara game kegedean kayaknya. Nah, di mana suaraku? Aman nggak? Halo. Cek cek. Cek cek cek.
World-bearing. This divine authority is so heavy that I do not know how I can even tell its story. Nikos 496 downloaded. Romance in one gold.
The room is on the fan. We need to use the chrono vessel to stop it first.
Kamu 618 downloaded. Aporia 432 downloaded. Branch number 3 archiving. Object recurrence number 3355.
That's the last encryption key.
Branch number 3 archived.
Cek 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 kalau.
Encapsulating encryption key. Encryption key encapsulation complete.
It's time to go back and activate the system in the middle of the Great Tomb. The third encryption. I pray that you can dispel all the mysteries.
Someone once told the very first me that everything was false. That the only life in Emphorius was a great catastrophe, nurtured using the world as a factor. But how could a dream feel so real? That's why I didn't agree with him. My good friend, I'll read this book to you. For that way, it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone. Formatting progress 23.815%. Process error. Analyzing. It doesn't even make me feel cold anymore. It's like a ceremonial conclusion. Then, there will be a new me returning here with new memories. Before I knew it, This palace we built together was no longer a dream that Cyrene alone indulged in. It's now a saga, composed by you, me, and all the flame chasers. It's our weak but endless prayer for tomorrow. There will come a day when someone turns over this nearly eternal page and awakens all the dust covered.
Process error. Analyzer.
I'll read, and you'll listen. Like how flowers always bloom, then I shall welcome my own decay. And you shall continue to be that way. When the deliverer arrives, the first thing they'll see is an endless sea of flowers. And our stories will be lying silently among the flowers, like every ripple of remembrance. And they shall become the epic known as I've written.
The texture of memories is preserved in countless pillars. She gave everything to record all the forgotten recurrences across 30 million cycles.
All right. Let's not make things so gloomy. The very first Ripple cheered up her friend like this before she set off. It's a sentence full of blessings, so I want to say it to you as well. Come on, cheer up a bit, okay? I bid farewell to this beautiful world, so that we can reunite in your memories in the way I want. You will see the footprints I left behind in the ripples of past reverie. I have never had any other fate beyond this memory. So please remember me with love, like that eternal footnote in all the faded sagas. Now, I'll be waiting for you in the past.
Operation authorized. Protocol name, Illusion. Welcome to the Demiurge Matrix.
That listener lies behind this door. She gave everything to record. Look, that symbol at the end of the room.
Those who are lost remain lost, while those who have met will meet again. What a touching scene. The deepest place in this world is exactly the ideal location for the Trailblaze to reunite.
You're not the one we want to reunite with. Ever, Night. but you'd better explain everything to us. This tomb and the 13th Titan. Tell us everything you know.
You're too on edge, Donhung. Before we talk about Amphorius's destiny, why don't we lay aside our differences and take a moment together to mourn for
Truth?
So you still haven't figured it out. Take another moment to look around. Look closely. You must be curious as to where the final Titan is located. What a good question that is. Because there's absolutely nothing here. Except a cold, empty void.
You mean Cyrene was deceived?
Indeed. Fu Li planted a false hope in her heart, making her believe that she was special. And then, that poor girl walked into the Great Tomb over and over again, and willingly offered herself to the remembrance.
Why did they do that?
Did you really think they would just save this crumbling world in the way Cyrene was praying for? Don't be naive, Memo Keeper. In this game between gods, the remembrance chose to stand with the destruction.
Given your evident hostility towards the garden, I find it hard to take anything you say at face value.
Aren't the Memo Snatchers' activities enough evidence? They did everything they could. Iron Tomb is a perfect arc. If a seed can be planted within, then the moment the Lord Ravager blows the erudition to pieces, the remembrance will be spread to that masterless path will be equally split between two eons. Fu Li will devour the erudition. Do you understand now? The war among eons started long ago. Fu Li did not glance this way to save Amphorius. They will drain this world dry and turn it into a most poignant and tragic poem. But fortunately, that girl's sacrifices won't be wasted. I will give her another possibility. I promised her that I would recreate the cause and effect of this world and form a flawless Amphorius. But the only way for a world that can't be turned back to be considered flawless is to burn it with a raging fire until nothing remains.
You plan to destroy all the memories Cyrene has ever recorded?
That's right. I'll set fire to all the stories, all the emotions, all the futility. I'll turn the garden's conspiracy to dust. Setting fire to this much material will be enough to completely annihilate the scepter's operating logic.
The freedom you speak of is no different from destruction. Everything this world ever was will disappear from the extrapolations, never to be regained. That would also include your memories, by the way.
That's right. That's why I needed your help, little bird. The more we walked together, the more I was convinced that you have a beautiful Dharmakaya. It fits me very much.
So that's why you took me here. Your true form is a bottomless obsession.
Smart girl. You haven't disappointed me. This avatar is but a shadow cast by the candlelight. Discarding it invokes no feelings within me. My wish to kill the path of remembrance. March 7th will not find peace as long as they and their fanatical henchmen exist. The road ahead is still long, and she needs a guardian to stand by her side. You are my best choice.
Allow me to refuse. That duty seems far too heavy.
Resistance is pointless, my darling birdie. I will personally plant myself into your heart. I will head into reality and find the true you.
So, that wasn't enough to fool you.
A genius's mirror trick and a protective mechanism of the air. Those layers of security do make things a little difficult.
But unfortunately, those two nameless are already right outside the door. Your plan is about to encounter a few mishaps. Until we meet again, Miss Evernight.
Will you still not stand with me, my companions? Will... Don't get caught up in your emotions, my dear. The hero's journey in this world is just a narrative embellished with memories. Its essence is nothing but a string of zeros and ones. For your own sake, and for the sake of March 7th, I think my choice is a very reasonable one. Come. I hold the core flame of world-bearing. Just fall asleep.
If you honestly thought we would agree with you, that just proves you don't understand March 7th at all.
Seems like I really can't get along with people like you do. But in order to make sure you can still embrace tomorrow and continue this carefree journey, some memories must be set on fire. As what can change a person's nature? Is it memories? Unfortunately, the result is just the opposite. If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead. Only through abandonment and oblivion can souls walk from emptiness towards rebirth.
Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion.
Dragons soaring above the lands. This is permanent! My purpose is to mountains roll back and guns!
Trust me.
We can do anything!
Another journey begins on the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
We have the end.
Free will, or was it destined for oblivion?
I'm okay. That hurt.
My strength isn't what it Earth shatters, heaven trembles! Dragons soaring above the lands! This is permanent!
Nap time.
I'm still here.
Trust me.
We can do anything! Another journey begins on the still waters of oblivion.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Do not worry. This is nothing. My purpose is to protect.
Time for a shot.
This is being in sync? You can do it! That's half the work. Destined for oblivion.
Naughty child. Nap time.
I'm on it.
Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
Trust me.
We can do anything!
Dragons soaring above the lands. This is permanent.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Staying in sync? I'm still here.
My strength is in earth shatters, heaven trembles.
Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
It's time to end this. Return March 7th to us and end this pointless conflict.
Don't get the wrong idea. I just need some time to deal with some unnecessary trouble. The encryption key written by those geniuses is already invalid. How about we play a game, dear? Don't worry, it won't take long. It's a simple multi-choice question. A or B? I understand it's too difficult for you to treat the Chrysos heirs as extrapolated data. Now, the cosmos will face an unprecedented catastrophe. On the one side are companions who've weathered every storm with you. They fought with everything they've got and obtained a 1% chance of victory. On the other side, there's a simple button. The oblivion will burn away all traces of their existence. Those who are to be sacrificed will be fully aware of the decision you need to make. Tell me. You're right. This choice is meaningless and unimportant. The only interesting thing is the number of people making that choice. I've just posed the same question to Dan Heng. The answer doesn't matter. Now, why don't you prove it to me?
Wait!
Cyrene?
Another damsel in distress rescue plays out again.
Still think you can do something? Little Pink, what weapons do you have to stand?
Don't underestimate me. Besides my charm and eloquence, I can stir up ripples of past reverie.
What?
We don't have time for endless chatter at crucial moments like this. Quick, friend! Take this! Take the shot! I can't... Make sure you get the focus right! No time to explain! Quick! Well done, friend! Now leave the rest to us.
This is a light cone made from someone's memories. Oh, and there's a harmony entwined with... Looks like someone's been busy behind my back. We meet again, naive me.
I know you mean that as a compliment. But as for the word naive, I think I'll give you that one back.
Welcome to Ides Elysiae, a small village shrouded by the veil of Evernight. Now, this memory will also belong to you. Let's give you a taste of your own medicine. With my home as the inspiration, I've created this maze. Hope you like it, Miss Evernight.
Quite perceptive little memo sprite. But with just you and that Harmony's little birdie, thinking you could trap me? That's a bit of a stretch. So, tell me, what role did you play in all of this?
I really didn't think that this other me would be this strong. But at least when it comes to brains, I've still got the edge. My brilliant plan? Bet.
Oh. You mean that time? In that split second when we switched bodies. With your last flicker of consciousness, you hid yourself within the Titan's veil.
Huh? You got it already? But my plan was super thought out. I know those two better than anyone. A promise is a promise for them. They never go back on their word.
History books, diaries, and photo stones are all perfect catalysts for memories.
That's right. So when I hear her press the shutter, even if there's just a teeny bit of my consciousness left, I'd whoosh right into the camera.
But if you put it like that, aren't you leaving a lot to chance?
No way. She will definitely be snapping away all over Amphorius, because she promised me to take photos. I'm
True. You really know her well. Miss Evernight, let's be real. My amateur skills aren't enough to keep someone like you contained. But if March 7th were here, that would be a different story. Because there's no way for you to ignore her, right?
Fine. Lay it on me then. After going on such a long detour, what exactly do you want to do now?
First, I want to thank you for protecting her and Dan Heng. But What you did later went way too far. So, while there's still time, I've got to make you change your mind.
There is something that truly puzzles me. How did you find yourself again? After giving up all your memories and becoming an empty soul.
Looks like you aren't so omnipotent or omniscient after all, huh? The answer is simple. I have been dozing inside the camera all along, and I accompanied her during her entire journey. So when she told Cyrene in this cycle about her interstellar travels, those memories of journeying with the Express entered my mind as well. I may still be far from the complete March 7th, but these memories were more than enough to fight you.
So, you know what led up to this, and what followed, right? Go ahead. Tell me. Let's hear why you're so confident you can sway me.
Why? Isn't the reason super obvious? Even through a camera lens. I know that the love, hate, and struggles that happened in Amphorius were the same as what real living people experience.
Same old topic. I already got her to make a choice. The weights on each side of the scale are far too unequal. When destruction looms, trying to preserve everything.
Well, take a step back. Before we ask this question, have you ever really thought about it? What right do we really have to make choices for others? If the cosmos were nothing more than a bigger Akama, ruled by a so-called imperator, maybe then she'd have the right to weigh both sides and decide for us all. But the truth is, we're just a bunch of nameless. Even with everyone calling her Deliverer, I believe that she hasn't forgotten. That the meaning of Trailblaze is to explore, understand, establish, and connect. It's not about standing above the cosmos as some kind of savior. It's about walking alongside every world within it. So don't try to guilt trip me with stuff like necessary sacrifices. The Express crew is immune to these baseless accusations. Besides, and this is just an example, if Madame Herta wanted to, she could have whipped out her imaginary weapon any time and blasted this scepter to bits. Because, according to your logic, the lives of a few nameless are nothing compared to a Lord Ravager's potential threat. But that's not what she did. You wouldn't have liked it either, would you? I figured you out a long time ago. You've got a fatal flaw. A weakness in the shape of me. You've got such incredible powers, but the sole motivation behind everything you do?
You're not as naive as you seem.
In that case, I can prove it to you. I won't answer for someone else. But for... Here, hold this.
An empty spirit.
If you want to seriously think about it, this thing actually counts as my body right now. Its memories are all drawn from the camera's photos. In other words, from my journey of trailblazing. While I was awake, you were always sleeping. So talking about this probably doesn't feel real to you. So, why don't I walk you through these memories all over again?
The spirit turned into a journal?
Yep, that's what memories are. You don't know where they are, and you don't know what you actually remember. But when you need them most, the forces that have once changed your soul are guaranteed to appear again. So, how was your first Trailblaze journey?
It was very fun.
We should still be careful in the future.
Oh, come on, Don Hung. We're here to celebrate for her tonight. Don't be such a buzzkill. Don't listen to him. Listen, I am practically a Trailblaze expert. Stick with me, and you'll be just fine.
You call this trip fine?
Well, that's because we could only find 700-year-old guides online.
So, you've been a lot of places before?
You bet. Capital of Passion, Calcis, Tychean. If I count on my hand, all my souvenirs are in my room, but they're just a bit of a mess right now. I'll tidy up later and give you the grand tour. Oh, look at this. A Belabogian notebook. A special souvenir I asked Branya for. She prepared quite a few gifts for us. Raw Geomarrow, Supreme Guardian medals. But I only asked for this little notebook.
What's so special about it?
The previous Trailblaze missions were all on super high-tech worlds. Forget about paper books. Even holographic projections were ancient relics there. Eurillo is completely different. Watching people record their lives with pen and paper, I finally understood why some still cherish writing journals by hand.
It's just like calligraphy. Those deep emotions buried in human hearts can only be awakened.
Don Hung, you truly embody both a fierce beast and a delicate rose. Anyways, that's what I thought too. A camera can only capture fleeting moments, but stitching those moments into a story, you've got to use your own hands. In other words, just taking photos isn't enough. They need a place to be displayed.
Isn't the photo wall enough?
I told you it's different. Besides, this little notebook is a memento of our first Trailblaze together with you. That makes it anyways. The next stop is the legendary planet of festivities, Penacony. So, when we get there, I'll make sure we take tons of pictures together. And one more thing. If I'm ever too busy to get off at a stop, this camera is gonna be in your hands. I don't want to miss a single Trailblaze. Back then, I was only half joking. I never thought I'd actually miss out. And after those 97 days alone, had me on edge. Thankfully, with my quick thinking and sharp planning, I managed to keep up with those two.
By hiding in the camera.
So what? That's still trailblazing. The camera is my true form. That might have been a joke, but it came true this time. Well, yeah, it was super inconvenient. I couldn't help them when they were in danger. Couldn't complain when they talked total nonsense. And watching her snap a terrible photo, I couldn't even control the shutter. But I stuck with them all the way. Together with them, I got to know this beautiful yet dying world. I claimed our first core flame on the flame chase journey. I met new companions, then bid them farewell. I inherited inherited everyone's determination, carrying it forward into the future they fought for. Until my destiny becomes one with this world's, rewriting the predestined tragedy. Only then can I pen the name March 7th into this hero's journey called Amphorius.
Looks like our trailblaze in Amphorius is coming to an end.
While we still have time, shall we pick out some materials for March's journal? Aha! No way we're skipping this one.
Huh? When did you take this? Wasn't the storage card full?
I still had my phone. Scared now, Don hung the seal head. The first seed competitor with the ghost seal in the super duper fun seal slammers.
I'm against including this photo, but suit yourself. I just think that a travel journal should mainly focus on documenting local customs and culture. Akama, Castrum Krumnos, the Grove. These shots are all pretty great. I have to say, your skills are almost on par with March's now.
That's how awesome I am. Oh, right! How about this one? The Veil of Evernight. Orynyx, the Titan lurking behind the mist.
Is that actual mist, or just motion blur from your shaky hands?
Hey, that was a super tense moment. I only had the chance to take a quick one. We're lucky to have anything at all. Huh? Did you hear something?
March 7th? Perhaps the photo captured a trace of time's divine power, which replayed echoes from your memories.
All right then. Let's keep going. If March were here, she'd definitely have plenty of great ideas.
They went back and forth like that, discussing for hours. It was like they were arguing about which game to play. How to sneak midnight snacks from the dining car without Pom-Pom noticing. Or who was gonna wash Miss Himiko's coffee cup. Just like every other night on the Express, they've always been by my side. No one knows about my forgotten past, but no one holds it against me.
We can't go back to the past and make better choices.
But at least we can do better in the future.
Isn't that right?
I still remember the day when you first put on these clothes and looked in the mirror. Your eyes were so clear. When all this is over, I hope the mirror can still reflect those same eyes.
You're pretty naive, too. Always hoping that the mirror will show the most beautiful side. But you don't even trust the you reflected in the mirror. And if you keep trying to shoulder everything for me, then I'll actually end up as a wallflower, waiting forever for my turn.
Yes, I get it, March 7th. I only have your memories, and you have always been the me that I wanted the world to see.
Just hearing those words from you makes me feel super satisfied. Well, I've appealed to your emotions. As for reasoning with logic, could you help us out here?
I'm here. Finally my turn to shine, isn't it? Miss Evernight. You've been so fixated on your targets that you probably haven't even realized that a massive variable has emerged in Amphorius in this cycle.
Amphorius is about to be destroyed. There's no time left for pointless debates. There is only one law I want to overturn to aid the final battle of deliverance. So I will only offer the life of one demigod.
The Imperator added one extra rule to the final Era Nova at the cost of her life. That's how she can ensure Amphorius doesn't become a sacrifice in the cosmic conflict. Even if this world has to exist in the form of Iron Tomb, it will stand on its own.
Oh, interesting.
Simple. If any anomaly occurs during the Era Nova process, all foreign elements will be eliminated immediately. Whether it's the Remembrance or the Trailblaze, and the 12 core flames will complete the final Era Nova through the purest form of destruction.
A daring wager indeed. That ruthless Imperator. Could she have already sensed that the Remembrance was plotting in the shadows?
No. You managed to fool everyone. There's no way she could have known your plan. Modifying this law was just a precaution. To prevent the Astral Express and the geniuses from betraying Amphorius after her downfall. But if you insist on doing this right now, then the Cosmos will undoubtedly face the worst possible outcome. My friend, Dan Heng, and March 7th will all merge with the Scepter and become a victim of the destruction.
You knew all along?
Yep. But I decided I needed to have a heart-to-heart with you first. I won't be afraid. Even if my inner world is nothing but an Evernight. That's because my journey's destination lies among the stars. I believe what lies ahead will be bright enough to illuminate my past. Thank you for your coddling. But please trust me and leave it to me. Both my past and that obsessive oblivion will help me become even stronger than her and Dan Heng.
I'm sorry for becoming an obstacle in your journey.
Don't apologize, Evernight. We're just two sides reflected by the same mirror. So, when we bid farewell to our division, our memories will only grow more beautiful.
Many thanks, Mr. Sunday. Are they in this memory zone? Yes, but we can't let our guard down. Let's go find them. It's unusually quiet here.
March 7th isn't here.
Get ready. We can't give her any chance this time.
Three of a kind.
Two pair.
Ace.
Ace?
March?
Of course it's me. It's been a while. Welcome home, March. I'm back. Finally. Finally. I can talk to you all. How can I possibly hold back my tears at a time like this?
You protected us, March.
I had so many ideas for our reunion. I was gonna sneak up from behind you when you weren't looking, tap you both on the and shout, "What?" Stop being so serious. I'm just so happy.
We both know that you've been by our side this whole time. This Trailblaze journey wouldn't be complete without you.
We'll not only trailblaze into the future together and save the world, we'll also return to the Express together and head to...
After we complete this trailblaze, let's hold hands and head home together.
If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead. March 7th. When you bid farewell to your past and are born from the six-phased ice, have you thought about the version of yourself you want to... As of now, I have no intention of making choices for you. You've been to wipe the name, pure child of Anathrava, from your mind. I am an obsession whose purpose is to protect you. The only memories I have are yours. Therefore, the only one thing I can be sure of, the path of remembrance is far more than what people observe on its surface. Will not allow you to become this broken conspiracy's. If you ever need me again, feel free to awaken my power. Then trailblaze through the darkness in my stead. Oblivion shall keep watch over your past, veiled in the hush of the Evernight.
Oh? The chronocognitive anchor readings? They actually pulled it off! They got the first genius. Then they put the garden in its place. This chapter in trailblazing history may not be the last of its kind, but it's certainly the first of its kind.
We couldn't have made it this far without the wholehearted support of the two geniuses.
And next, we'll be facing the Lord Ravager as they break free from their shell.
Let me give you a warning. The backdoor screwy setup in the Era Nova system can only get you as far as breaching the core of the scepter, nothing more. As for those nastier malware programs lurking inside Iron Tomb's belly, you'll have to deal with them as they come.
That's more than enough to help us. By the way, how are Mr. Screwlum's preparations coming along?
Give him a bit more time. Those screwheads at the Imperial Advisory Council need to understand what the concept of war means first. For all we know, they might have already gutted all the fortresses in Screwy's collection while he was away.
I've heard Mr. Screwlum's fleet includes planet-class mechs. Hyacinth, Poppy, Oleander. Which one will answer the call?
You sure know your stuff. I'd rather none of them show up and let my space station save some face.
The memory of this decisive battle is bound to be absolutely magnificent. Sorry to keep you waiting, everyone. I also have some news to share. The Xianzhou Alliance has replied that they're willing to offer what modest support they can in the campaign against Iron Tomb.
The Alliance? Not just the Luofu? This is really good news. With this, our odds of victory just went up another notch.
Whether this news is good or bad remains to be seen.
What do you mean?
Something has happened that even General Jing Yuan couldn't understand. He urgently wants me to inform the two geniuses that Emphorius's causality has vanished from the matrix of Prescience Ultima. This means the instant in Noose's calculations is drawing closer to this world.
As the Theoros, I have observed. The night has faded away.
Confident, aren't you? When the Deliverer and her companions fully uncover the secret of the 13th, that is the moment your scheme...
Lord Enexagoras, how unfortunate. Analysis. The demi-urge.
If it never existed...
Let me give you an example. A sage from the Grove once conducted an experiment. Remarkably, this chimera regrew its skull. The experiment was over. The sage, driven by instincts, the chimera's body.
So that's it.
You, the 13th Titan, never existed. But I killed that Titan with my own hands. That life form called Demiurge was excluded from the extrapolations from the very beginning. Yes, Noose.
Your Titan. The
I shall... I hear. As for why, I simply forgot. Your laughter.
Helpless. You merely create the final Erano, the Deliverer, myself.
See you then, in the name of genius, I shall...
all shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. But this time, it will be the final flame chase journey. The epic with endless cycles is about to end.
The extrapolations of the erudition, the core flames of the destruction, and the textures of the remembrance. The three paths converge once again at the world's end, and the Trailblaze will write a new beginning for this world.
Not only that, we'll also carry the history of all 30 million recurrences into the new world with us. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to call it a...
This miracle wasn't created by just one person. Finan would have long been consumed by the core flames if he hadn't chiseled his companion's dying wishes into his soul. And if the hero's resolve to chase the flames had wavered, Cyrene's journey would never have begun. The heroes never yielded and never fell during Amphorius' 30 million cycles. It was fate that fell instead.
I know you're watching, aren't you? The original Philia. Weird. I still couldn't recover the memories of these 30 million lives in the end. But that doesn't matter anymore, right? I will make losses are a constant on the flame. Love will always exist, right? Let's write an ending, unlike any before, for this world. Behold, O gods, Amphorius has achieved her. The radiant soul has arrived, having walked through the bustling nights, bearing the golden fire and blood, stepping with pride into daylight.
Amphorius! I do not call your name suddenly, or without cause. I come here to recount history. In this world, they fused burning golden ichor into their bodies. Will destiny remember their names in days to come?
Isn't that gonna be way too many names to remember? 30 million times 1,000? No, wait. Oh, let's not get hung up on that now. If there are more of us, then there will be more passages in Amphorius too. Together, let's reach the end of the west wind where flowers bloom in spring.
Now, the people of this world will no longer be bound by a single rule, but will make their own laws. Though the Imperator's figure may seem rather small against the stars beyond, she will suffice as the cornerstone of the world and become the foundation of the greatest empire.
Looks like this will be a feast that never comes to a close. May the fish never leave the ocean, and may the days ahead shine like pearls.
May the gentle sky watch over all beings. There'll be no more distinctions of status or rank. Only you, me, and everyone's shared hopes.
Reason or defects, they will all be sown by my own hands. If there's anything else to say, I urge future scholars not to put me on a pedestal. Just make use of what I leave behind.
May the newborn dawn keep the world's eyes ever bright. Their defiance may be bitter. Romance shall.
In the name of the son of Gorgo, warriors shall fight for strife, not with glory as their end, but to march forward in its light.
Even though death shall eventually separate us, let every embrace we share be without regret.
Why are you guys all so serious?
Fine. Then I'll wish for there always to be water in deserts, and gold in...
Earth shall protect the past, present, and future, eternally sustaining life.
Is it my turn? Then let time watch over the past.
Just like the Trailblaze.
It isn't like you to be this serious, partner. Are you hesitating about how to carry out the divine authority of world-bearing? Or do you already know the answer in your heart? That's right. Just keep moving forward. In your own way. Bring a true dawn to Emphorius.
In the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Kefali will never forget this. And now, let us all embark on this final grand journey. Stand with me and become heroes.
Turn over this nearly eternal page.
Let the Trailblaze write an ending unlike any that ever was. In the legend's ending, the world was pure chaos. Then the gods cast down the core flames, and the Titans were born within. The destruction's black tide fell to the ground, as Doomsday's distant reckoning resounded. Yet still, there were giants who chased the flames, leading the way in the grand undertaking of Trailblaze. Flow, golden blood, flow. Converge into a boiling river that flows across the divine inscriptions of this world. Aglaia, the chrysalis of gold, you must caress the holy city's web and hearken to the sounds of the stars. There shall be the three-faced goddess traversing through myriad passages, bearing tidings to you from the universe. Anaxagoras of reason has enough knowledge to refute the world and to stir up a torrent capable of enlightening all. Go seek the holy maiden who severs dawn from dusk, and let the sky become the slumbering cot from which she wakes. Make him return, Mightymost, the lance of fury,
Pierce the enemy's king with Kremnos' heroic souls. Set her at rest, Cyphera, the coin of whimsy. Command the frozen fate to once again flow. And that hand of shadow Castoris, the master of the River of Souls. She has been granted the right to embrace and warm new life. Now blossoms at her fingertips. You will hear the chalice of plenty reverberating through eternity. You will see the veil of Evernight visiting before the break of dawn. Until the journey's end, when all beings reach the end of the earth. And the nameless new king ascends the throne alongside countless heroes to embark on the grand mission of deliverance. I have witnessed the distant past, where the blazing sun once etched the footprints of humanity. The children of humanity, known as the Chrysos heirs, have restored the gods' core flames and once more upheld the world. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. Therefore, we cast even ourselves into the flame, only to inscribe the opening stroke in the poem of creation.
Of course, this will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
This haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
This view hasn't changed at all, has it? The hometown in your memories never changes, but when you return to your senses, you realize that fate has already stolen the time away. Welcome to the Trail of Genesis, friend. Seems like the weight of memories from 30 million cycles really made me grow up. But if I keep growing, I might be taller than you, right? Then I'm really looking forward to that. Before you arrived, I kept wondering, beyond the veil of Id Silicii, what kind of Amphorius is being born? I can see fragments of it when I close my eyes. The friends who walked alongside us have all moved on toward their respective destinies. Some turning into pillars of the world, supporting the sky and the ocean. Others, death and strife are no longer feared by people, and trickery has become the innocent games of children. All beings living ordinary and peaceful lives within the net woven by romance and passage. There's no black tide, no flame chase, and no destruction. The world on the other side. Like a happy and carefree childhood, the era Chrysia in this cycle will last for millennia. Until it... Light calendar 4931. Month of freedom. The moment. Are you ready to answer the call of the world, friend? Then go, and pen the Throne of Worlds' first stroke.
You say that, but it's gonna be ages till we reach light calendar 4931. I can make use of the crevices of time. But surely you and Dan Heng won't have to wait around for a few thousand years, right?
That won't be necessary. We can simply sleep, and the chronocognitive anchor will wake us up.
We've both become a part of the New World ages ago. You're the last slowpoke.
Our consciousnesses can converse with each other across the heavens and the earth, possibly due to the influence of the Trailblaze. I am now connected with this earth, and I can feel the breath of every mountain range. I see that the tallest among them is named Akama, and the form...
In other words, your stage is almost set. Do you want to take a leaf out of Kefali's book and make some prophecies before your nap?
But we're not the only ones who have changed. The chronocognitive anchor just transmitted a message stating that Iron Tomb has reacted to the Aeronova.
The moment when our friend bore the weight of 30 million cycles of memories.
Was probably also when the scepter devoured 30 million cycles of destruction.
You know, you don't have to shoulder this world all on your own. After someone boards the Express, the word alone ceases to exist. So as we reach the end of time, no one will be left to face it alone. Dan Heng and I came here to specifically tell you that.
Remember, this world is not a burden you bear alone. It's a journey we trailblaze together, alongside all of the Express.
All right. It's time for Dan Heng and me to go have a super long nap. Look after this world for us.
The road ahead is long, but we'll be waiting for you at the end.
We'll definitely meet again.
Let's take one more look at the other side of the sea. Heidi's Elysiae is so quiet.
Just like how I remember.
Here we are once more.
Seek, and you will find.
The scent of the black tide is now completely calm. At last, the starting point of 30 million cycles.
Its first end. And the final end, right? I can't hear his voice. There are no flowers there that bloom for him. Nor is Feinen is the only one who didn't reach the New World. Look, the golden light that shone upon the grove still meanders between heaven and earth, like the prophecies of Amphorius. It has to be a sign he left behind. It points towards the destruction and the deepest night. Do you still remember what I asked you at this exact spot the last time we set off? Friend, are you ready to become a hero? You were still burdened by the weight of world-bearing back then, still unsure of the role you were meant to play. But the heroes of legends were just at the right place at the right time when the world needed a hero. Just like how your arrival kickstarted Amphorius' fate once more. A person's personality is their destiny. We best. Those are such beautiful. Thank you, friend. I was also trying to cheer myself up with what I said. After all, before we truly compose the end of this story, I must also pluck up the courage to head off with you. And face a memory that I have forgotten for too long.
It's so dark. What is this place?
The great tomb of the nameless Titan. The deepest also. The place where Cyrene was born. My apologies, friend. The more memories I got back along the way, the more I felt that something wasn't right. There's a sort of anxiety I can't get rid of. It's like when I was back in ID Silicii, when the reflections in the water. But I finally get it now. Look, friend. The words on that wall are the answer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. That rhymeless tune is the lullaby of little fairies.
As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone.
I've always thought that I was the narrator of the Flame Chase journey. But as it turns out, the narrator is also the most devoted audience. That's pretty forward of you, you know. Still, thank you, friend. That's very reassuring. At the moment of Era Nova, I was enveloped by the texture of memories. Within the glistening crystal, I saw countless Cyrenes. As well as countless versions of me. This is the final puzzle piece of the memories. A prison born of the erudition. A grave annihilated in the destruction. That unknown solitary god. The 13th Titan who should not exist. The first new spore. The Demiurge.
The interrogation records have been submitted to the Marshal. According to the Ten Lords' decree, Jing Liu and Luocha shall continue to be detained in the Shuling. But you, Merlin's Claw, have been reluctant to end the transmission. Do you wish to reminisce with us? Or is there something else on your mind that you're just desperate to get out?
You're quite calm, Jingyuan. The Alliance only authorized the Law Fu to be deployed for this Iron Tomb operation. They say the Seer Strategist's wisdom shines like a beacon. So why can't you see things clearly now?
Look who's talking. I didn't vote against it, did I? But, with enemies all around us, even a child knows the Marshal needs to keep a few Xianzhou ships in reserve, just in case. Whoever volunteers first is the Marshal's pick. If you have to ask, I'd say this outcome plays right into Jing Yuan's hands.
Like it or not, there's no way we're letting the Law Fu take the lead in this battle.
Oh my, Merlin's Claw. Are you afraid the Law Fu might steal the Yao Qing's glory?
This is no laughing matter. Between the Stellaron crisis and the War Dance ceremony, though the chaos has settled, rumors and speculation are only growing by the day. With Elder Huaiyan around, those with ulterior motives won't be able to stir up any trouble. But once the Law Fu gets their hands on the golden blood, it'll be a whole different story. With the kind of person Jing Liu is, and her connection to you, I don't need to spell it out.
You're overthinking it, General Fei Shao. When I volunteered for this task, I never expected unanimous support from the Alliance anyway. The Law Fu will seize the Golden Blood and redeem itself. That'll be our first win. Then we'll leverage this Golden Blood in the negotiations. Our second win. These 2 wins for the Law Fu will make all 3 of us happy. And that'll be our third win. Look, if this were a Skyfaring Commission deal, we'd be rolling in money, wouldn't we?
Maybe the Divine Foresight should change his name to the Optimistic General instead.
With the Decalite reflection barrier, the Yuchue must understand even more than the Law Fu how significant this battle is. Amphorius' karma has vanished from the matrix of prescience. What omen does General Yao Guang see in this anomaly?
In divination studies, we call this an empty fortune. It involves the eons and is thus beyond what mere mortals can comprehend.
Your explanation isn't any clearer than Lady Fu's.
Come on. How hard is it to understand the word uncertainty? For the Cobalt Head, the emergence of Iron Tomb is a calculated instant, but I don't believe they will just sit around waiting for death. And for the powers of the cosmos, this is their chance at survival, and the key to turning the tide of interstellar affairs. The Astral Express is leading the formation of an allied force, but I can see each faction has its own hidden agenda.
There are even divisions within the Alliance, so it's not that hard to imagine how the other factions will react. Jing Yuan, I crossed paths with Selenova's Legion at the Battle of Sadunirama Star Cluster. Be extremely careful. The Ruin Legion's troops and weaponry are nothing to write home about. The IPC, even the denizens of Abundance, could take them on. However, while Void Rangers are just expendable pawns of the destruction, the real wildcards are...
The Lord Ravagers.
Indeed. Nanook's emanators are also their weapons to burn down the paths. I'm afraid my assessment is this. To completely take down a Ravager, we must disregard casualties and spare no cost. My only fear is... one wrong move, and the Lawfu will fall into Fintilia's trap again, inching ever closer to destruction.
Doubt is exactly the demon she wants to plant in our hearts. Do you still remember the beginning of the Alliance Oath? To save future generations from war and bloody dispute. The Rainbow's arrows have always aimed at any force that threatens the cosmos. Now that the Trailblaze walks alongside us, the Cloud Knights shall keep their oath as they have from the beginning. I just hope those on the front line will remain safe.
The chronocognitive anchor is sending a signal. Everyone, time to move out.
Did she and the others make it?
Let me go over the plan one more time, just in case. You'll enter Amphorius, reunite with your 3 separated companions, and try to locate Iron Tomb from within the world. Who are you taking with you?
The fate of the universe hangs in the balance. We can't afford any slip-ups. I suggest everyone, except Pom-Pom, join the fight.
We do need to be prepared for all possible contingencies. I have no objection to this.
I'll do whatever I can.
Meanwhile, Screwy and I will continue attacking the Demiurge Matrix. That is, the Scepter's kernel, from the outside. With our 2-pronged attack, we'll turn this hunk of metal into scrap for sure. Now we just wait for those 2 to get back. Oh, and just like that, they're here.
Sorry to keep you waiting. With Planet Screwlum's help, the formation of the Cosmic Alliance to counter Iron Tomb is progressing smoothly.
The cosmos has set its sights on Amphorius, and now it's just waiting for the first shot.
Well then, let's not waste any more time, Fourth Mirror.
It's my time to shine! Finally off the bench! Initiating thought refraction. Please read this.
Huh?
Just kidding! 3, 2, 1.
The flow of Memoria is so heavy here. Unlike Panagoni's dreamscape, this place has built up a true epic measured in millennia.
The vortex of Genesis, where all myths begin and end. And in this new world created by the Nameless. The infinite cycles have been broken.
Let's set up the Trailblaze beacon and establish contact with the outside world.
I'll leave it to you then. It'd be better for me to not show myself in front of the Garden of Recollection. And, Mr. Sunday, you probably shouldn't show yourself either.
Agreed.
The Astral Express has landed. If you receive this message, please respond immediately. Over.
This is the Cianjo Alliance. Communications normal.
Interastral Peace Corporation. Communications normal. No response from the Galaxy Rangers. Not surprising. But I didn't expect the family to also stay silent at such a critical moment.
That's a pretty blatant disregard from the family for Penacony's independent director, I'd say. Long time no see, Miss Himeko.
It's been quite a while, Madam Jade.
The significance of this battle rivals that of the campaign against Sulo. Only through victory can we disperse the shadow of Iron Tomb that looms over countless worlds. The 10 Stonehearts shall spare no effort for such a grand mission for the preservation.
Madam Jade led the Intelligentsia Guild in conducting specialized research on Iron Tomb's past activities. The bad news is, the collapse of the Erudition won't just affect inorganic beings.
You mean Iron Tomb can infect organic life, too?
Well, the good news is, so far, its effects on organic life are under control. The infection progresses slowly, and the resulting neuropathy is non-fatal. In any case, the IPC can guarantee targeted vaccine coverage within 48 system hours in all star zones within the medical system.
What about other star zones? At a time like this, are the followers of the Firmament Arbiters still trying to make a profit?
I remember you, Master Diviner. Your performance during the Third Denizens of Abundance War was quite impressive. Please rest assured, all worlds can purchase vaccines from the IPC with a humanitarian discount. That's the current policy at the very least. But if the Cianjo Alliance is willing to assist with the IPC's assets in Epsilon and other star systems, we'll have more cards to play when reiterating to the board the necessity of deep cooperation.
It makes sense, since Interastral Peace Entertainment's headquarters is in Epsilon. But why are all the other worlds on the list? Places that the Elation has visited?
Think of it as a long-term investment. Please understand that everyone at Pier Point is swamped with Iron Tomb work, especially the marketing development department. At this rate, even the 10 Stonehearts can only do so much. Having some assistance from the Alliance would surely benefit the entire cosmos. Wouldn't you agree?
As an old Cianjo saying goes, those who succeed should help all under heaven. Your proposal must be decided on by the 7 Arbiter Generals. I'm just here to relay the message. In times of crisis, the Luofu will not hesitate to help those in need. However, the prerequisite is that the IPC must unconditionally assist the Alliance with emergency rescue operations in the disaster area.
Of course. In the name of preservation,
for the Amber Lord.
Thank you all for your selfless dedication.
It's clear that each party still has qualms about everything.
The clash between destruction and erudition isn't just about the fate of the cosmos. It's a moment for all factions to reshuffle their cards.
You can never be too careful when battling a Lord Ravager. All are equal in matters of life and death.
In any case, we can only hope for the best in all that's to come. It's about time we dive into the vortex and see what Amphorius looks like on the inside. I wonder where she and the others are right now. Why is there no one here?
Everything in Akama seems normal. The new world was enjoying peaceful times not long ago.
It seems it was even more recent than not long ago, Miss Himiko.
The fruit on the table is freshly cut, and the bath temperature is just right. The remembrance tells me this place was bustling with people just moments ago. It's as if everyone vanished in an instant.
Could this be Xandar's doing?
Unlikely. He's still under the surveillance of those two geniuses. Could it be some kind of local custom?
A custom that makes an entire city fall silent in an instant. Pardon my frankness, Mr. Yang, but this reminds me of some unsettling rumors about the Harmony. Complete silence
is often the prelude to divine intervention.
Everyone, be careful.
Here they come. Here they come. The nameless of the Astral Express.
Evernight? How is this possible?
We are the chroniclers of time, and we do not fade away. Finally, the last Era Nova has been completed.
What did you do to the residents of the Holy City and the three Nameless?
I didn't need to do anything. The remembrance will ultimately become the substance of the new world. Now, they are no longer the trailblazers you once knew, but gods who permeate heaven and earth. The 12 Titans who guard Amphorius!
Stop fooling around, March. Come on out.
What? I practiced so long for this! Getting seen through right away is just so embarrassing.
You've obviously been learning from the theatrical culture in Amphorius.
But if possible, I'd prefer our reunion to be a bit more casual and laid back.
As expected, I can't hide anything from Himiko and Mr. Yang. Well, long time no see. Guess I'm back?
We should be the ones to say that. Sorry for keeping you waiting. So, these jellyfish are the Titan's power?
They're just tiny manifestations of the Veil of Evernight, used for scouting and communication. If I went all out, I could summon way more of them. Thanks to her, we all turned into Titans in the New World. Sure, we can take on humanoid forms, but it feels off.
How intriguing. So what does she look like now?
It can't be a raccoon with a baseball.
Please don't add weird stuff to Amphorius's lore. Just go see it with your own eyes. Follow the prophecy's guidance and come to Dawncloud. She looks way more majestic now than she used to.
Unbelievable. All the residents of the Holy City have gathered here.
This isn't just a gathering. It's a pilgrimage.
That colossal deity is her. She has become the pillar of the world.
Surprisingly authentic. Being this serious is quite unlike her usual style.
Those people didn't disappear. Instead, they've answered the call of the prophecy and come to witness her awakening. Our good buddy now bears the weight of the entire world, and every breath they take is intertwined with Amphorius's destiny.
Awakening? Has she fallen into slumber?
Yeah. After all, with such a huge time dilation between inside and outside the scepter, this was the only way we could wait for everyone. Time watches over yesterday. Earth guards today. And when the Trailblaze steps into Amphorius once more, the slumbering deliverer shall awaken. And then, bring the prophecy of tomorrow to this world. Come on, everyone. Let's get closer to her. Watch how the world-bearing prophecy changes this world.
Oh, it seems the kids are already miles ahead of us at this stop.
All the more reason we can't afford to slow down our pace. Let's go.
Majestic. Speaking of which, I once caught a glimpse in Sleepyhead's memory of her transformed into a towering tathalog. Could it be?
Praise be to Saputra.
No way. That was just a nice dreamscape. Ugh, at least nice for her.
Making order the cornerstone of freedom.
They are the throne of worlds who bears the weight of this world. Travelers still wandering among...
Awaken from your eternal slumber and bestow upon the world your divine prophecy!
Please guide us! Show us how to embrace this beloved one!
To walk the path of a mortal as a god, or to bear a divine burden as a mortal.
She will give us the answer.
But I am not the deliverer. Rather, I am the nameless, who dwells among mortals.
That voice is definitely her.
I heard your prayers. The core flames
flickered and dimmed. So flow, golden blood. I'll bestow it upon you. Stand with me and become heroes.
Is this?
Yes. It's the miracle she brought to Amphorius. Of course, it would manifest in the form of the Trailblaze.
Golden blood, raining down like a storm. The prophecy has descended, and the Titan commands us not to be supplicants,
but to become heroes of rebellion, to face that destined calamity.
The prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. Someone like... In the name of Kozlana, let us depart and march towards the light.
It's neither protection nor salvation. There's no need for totems or myths. Humanity's most primal faith is that instinct named survival.
Let's go, everyone. Someone has already sounded the horn of departure. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. Together, let us blaze a trail for the destiny of this world.
Is it just me, or does this demiurge matrix feel completely dead? It's nothing like how the memo keeper described. Not the timed records, but not the truth. We turn the lock into the key.
That plan's cost is incalculable. It shouldn't even...
Then let's hope we never have to use it. There's no point worrying about the end just yet. One step at a time. Let's go. We don't want to leave the others waiting. You brought what I asked for, right?
A butterfly has to land on the branch before it can dance. We'll need a wide open platform before her entrance.
Just use that thing over there, Zag. What a dumb name. I hereby rename it Herta's Big Hand. Herta's Big Hand is what's called power. Keep it going. Still not done? What is this? A junkyard for old Intellitron's leftovers? I don't know. All set. Time for your precious treasure to make its debut.
Target initialized. With these wings, hacking should be much more efficient.
Oh, a classic nuclear heat engine.
Just a personal preference. Her name's Mistletoe.
Every flower in your garden's got a bit of poison, huh?
Also a personal preference.
It reminds me of the last time when we tangled with that Punklordian brat. What did she call this kind of infiltration tool again? But yours is way too clean. Not even a hint of real-world grit.
Herta, your tone is unusually emotional. Suggestion. Let's get back to the topic at hand.
I thought we were done with that conversation.
Unfortunately, current conditions won't let me ignore any variables. Especially the most important one. Your will. Iron Tomb never stops. It is evolving faster than any of our worst projections. Every instant in the Eon's calculation is like a sword hanging over the cosmos. Every move humanity makes could speed up its arrival.
Which is exactly why we can't mess this up. And now, Droidhead wants to hand down judgment to the poor cosmos again. Border Star Trade War, Emperor's War, Rupert's death. Every time they're instant.
But in this ultimate battle of erudition, you and I are supposed to be players, not pawns. If you choose to burn yourself out as a resource, then everything we've worked for means nothing. Herta, the cosmos won't just stand by and let a genius throw their life away. And neither will I.
No need to kill the mood. This is why we're here, isn't it? We need to find the Demiurge and that lost key. I'm not here to be a deliverer. I just want to beat Xandar and Droidhead. Right now, I just need to know. Are you with me?
Of course. Time to board.
Let's tidy this place up and see what this Demiurge... Let's hope this Matrix is better organized than the Emperor's junkyard of a birthplace. This is...
Herta, this whole space has been completely tainted by some kind of energy.
I see it too. We're thinking the same thing. Xandar, how could you go this far? Turning your own graveyard into this. What's that up ahead?
Katorzane algebraic expressions. It's built for isolation, not defense.
So basically, the door to the tomb, right? Great. Let's find the handle.
I'm picking up multiple independent signals with the same data structure as the barrier. Projection. We can hack the terminal, reverse the computation, and turn it into an attack.
Classic move. Use their own systems against them. Take us to the nearest one. Almost no response. Just as I feared. Not promising.
The output is barely a third of what we need. Logic says we'll need multiple terminals to coordinate the strike. Locking onto the next one now.
Find anything else?
Regarding the origin of these ruins, No logs found yet. But I did find some interesting scars in the circuit. High energy radiation. Internal imaginary energy contamination. From what I know, there's only one thing that fits.
Skip the science talk, Screwy. That thing only goes by one name. The Stellaron.
Exactly. Xander blew one up just to clean the entire scepter system.
Huh. So that's what he meant by killed that Titan with my own hands. He wanted to turn the neuron of the erudition into a relay for the destruction. That meant getting rid of all of it at all costs. The life form known as the Demiurge was the original target of the Scepter's extrapolation.
It makes sense. Evernight calling it the first new spore confirms this viewpoint. The prime mover of life. That's what Scepter Delta ME-13 was originally tasked with. Even after it got scrapped, the Then, does this mean finding the Demiurge is hopeless?
No, I'd say exactly the opposite. It means Xandar had no control. He couldn't contain the Demiurge just like he couldn't handle Droidhead. So he tried to erase every trace, but he failed. It still left a mark. By the way, if there's another Stellaron in Amphorius, why hasn't that little one reacted to it at all?
You said the Demiurge left a trace, right?
Yeah, but... not in the real world. Remember the great tomb of the Nameless Titan? Trailblaze Archive 466. The data from Affiliate 093 clearly indicates that the Demiurge did in fact enter Amphorius's extrapolation.
Inside that world, but Evernight said the opposite. She believed that tomb was empty from the start. The Nameless Titan never existed. The so-called listener was just
a mimetic entity full of theatrics.
The Remembrance's behavior is certainly odd.
And that's the key, Screwy. Xandar's actions prove the Demiurge exists. But what Evernight said, so we have to assume that both are true. And if that's
the truth...
Exactly. One last terminal. One final key. Xandar had to lie to the original Finan and Cyrene.
Logic. He had already identified the Remembrance as a threat, yet found no viable way to eliminate it.
All right. Let's finish this. Time to break through that barrier.
Operation authorized. Path energy readings. The erudition. Declining. The remembrance. 0.
What's going on?
Cause unknown. They left no discernible trace within...
That shouldn't be possible. Log it for now. The dots still aren't connecting. Expecting a full-on aerial brawl.
It's advised to remain vigilant. The destruction's levels are still rising.
What's the matter?
Interesting. I just picked up a signal from the Exo.
This repulsive force is unlike anything I've felt before.
Correct. Judging by its defensive properties, this is the entrance to the Exo myth.
Didn't expect that. Who builds a lab in the middle of digital rubble? Then again, never doubt a dead man's resolve.
He severed part of his neural pathways to break free from Lord Anaxagoras' control. But that also triggered the failsafe I set. Conclusion. Xander has lost all combat functionality and is no longer capable.
So now he's a specter, literally. Screwy, can you open a path? Just to be sure, I want to see this for myself.
Logic. Scanning his inspiration circuit might help us track down the Demiurge.
Exactly. His brain is the crime scene. There's no way it's spotless.
But it could be a trap.
That's why you're here. 2-on-1. We've never lost a man.
I'm honored. The chronocognitive anchor's in place.
I knew it. The one thing I didn't want to happen. He's not here.
The coordinates are however, his position...
It's his domain. Cheap trick.
The spatial...
We're back.
Reverse engineering complete. Logs show Lycurgus revoked administrator access. The chronocognitive anchor can't get a fix because at the system level, Lygus no longer exists.
So he's stopped resisting?
Before vanishing, it seems he left one last message for us.
To those who follow, all is proven. Find me beneath the tombstone.
Melodramatic.
He was expecting us. And once he learned of the Great Tomb's existence, he initiated his own search for the Demiurge.
Guess he wants a final showdown. Fine.
To be in the purest light is to be in the purest dark.
The scepter's main frame.
Unfortunately, we still haven't found anything.
Really? I don't think so.
Please elaborate.
If the Demiurge was destroyed, there'd be at least some bits of it left. I don't buy that a Stellaron could have blasted all the traces away as cleanly as a scalpel. As I said before, its disappearance is too clean. If the garden hadn't stirred the pot, no one would even know about the... Or we can look at it from another perspective.
There is the possibility that he's naturally meticulous and hates variables.
That does track with the impression he gave about himself. But Xandar shut that theory down himself just now. Choosing to act, even if it'll cost him dearly. The unknown is right in front of us.
You sound pretty convinced. Care to share?
Of course. Though I don't have hard proof, I'm almost certain. That the Demiurge has been in everyone's plain sight all. They were mistaken for someone else. That'd make the most sense. Why was the room empty? But they were weak and small and had no
Which also means there's a high chance that their powers are minuscule and cannot alter the outcome of the battle at all.
Well, at least Xandar is scared of them. Come on, it's time to confront him. Total devastation.
He sought to bury the truth beneath absolute destruction. Logically sound, ruthlessly destroying.
Still, slim chances doesn't mean no chances. I've hunted down a single grain of sand in the universe before. This won't stop me.
Calculation results. Your backup plan has a success rate infinitesimally close to 0.
Which means it could work, no?
This is the place below the tombstone.
Let's open Lygas's coffin like he wanted. Looks like you were right. Nothing but a head left? Huh?
I elated welcome you to. I'm.
All this tombstone and final words. Did you end yourself to atone for your guilt, or?
Iron Tomb is already powerful enough. I remain here only to share the joy of discovery, and also to congratulate you two on reaching the same conclusion as me. The conclusion regarding...
End this charade already. That Amphorius's heart you're talking about is just a missing demiurge, and its corresponding vessel was this very scepter. That's why you either killed or kicked out all of the memo snatchers. You wanted to eliminate any chance of a consciousness coming into being, no matter the cost.
Even the strongest now, the perfect vessel has already fused with them.
Unfortunately for you, the answer is all but revealed regarding who the Demiurge is.
As we reveal the truth behind Felius 093's disappearance, a lie.
But where should I start with the story from the beginning of the universe? Just kidding. So little that it started with a seed. I know you're listening, my good friend. The god in my dream told me that the world sprouted from a seed. It grew into a great... What a coincidence. Dappled light coming through the leaves is my first memory as well. The daughter of Ide Silicii quietly came into this world. What a moving opening. A loud cry was the first. The prophecies fulfilled. Pink hair and sharp. The Titans also gave the flowers will bloom and cry loud, child. Anyway, I don't like tears. Time quietly flowed the wind from my hometown. But the name Ide Silicii came from the unpleasant sorrow my childhood friend did not understand. Yet, why was I like that then? The world was gentle to me. So, I grew up to be gentle as well. Fate was fickle, and it urged the child to grow up. To grow bigger, just like how the crumbling world could not preserve an eternal, just as the ballad blow. Oh, whose ears are pricked up now? You know that the story starts. The hero's journey crosses through.
Correction. Philia 093's record, number 496.
Hi. Miss me yet? I'm just messing with you. This is the first time I have met you. And it looks like it'll also be the last.
Philia 093.
Since we don't have all day, let's get started, shall we? As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone. Where should I start this time? Let me see.
Formatting complete. 093. Size. Grayscale. Outputting analysis result.
Philia 093. Peaches record. Number 8128. Look, what a magnificent sight.
Comment. Peach.
Even this classical world contains a future. Would ID Silicii end up looking...
Conclusion. It won't.
I want to share a story with you this time. It was incredible.
Record. Peach.
I wonder... Did every Cyrene in the past feel that the nymph was beautiful? Would they also have recorded that? So, could you give me more time, please? I want to leave behind more memories for the future.
Formatting complete. Bye, Peach. Peach's record number.
As long as I record every page of this story and tell it to you. Amphorius won't be forgotten.
Query. Record.
Electrical signal sequence. Bolamos 600. Track.
Related to. Stripe. Comment.
Electrical signal sequence.
Related to. Raise comment. Yummy.
Electrical signal sequence.
Related to. Comment. Peach.
Formatting progress 94.423%.
How many times has it been?
Conclusion. Progress. Peach. Don't cry.
Process error. Process error.
Comment. I'm here.
Process error.
Really? Are you encouraging me? Thank you.
Record. Peach doesn't like tears.
I'm suddenly reminded of my childhood for some reason. A little fairy popped out. Let me tell you the story of the Membrance Maze. A group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
Formatting complete.
Bye, Peach. Note. Little Peach. Crying alone. Little fairy Peach. Memory. Saved. Little fairies. Good friends.
Once again, the saga comes.
Shh. You speak. This time, too. Sitting together.
Now that I look back, there was a period when I got really sentimental.
Peach. Strange. Why unhappy?
Formatting progress 73.998%.
I'm here. Don't be scared.
Process error.
Won't allow it to interrupt you.
No need to feel sorry for me, good friend. If there are no new blank spaces, how can a saga continue?
Blank spaces? What's that?
I'm actually really lucky, you know. During the long years I've spent waiting for the deliverer, I've always had you here as an audience. Now I can rest in peace in the past. As for when tomorrow will come, I'll have to ask the next Cyrene to continue our watch.
Peach left.
If there are no new blank spaces, how can a saga continue?
Needs new blank spaces. Next, Cyrene has blank space. So, first there is love. Then there is Cyrene. Then there is blank space. Query, love.
The developmental trends of the erudition not having a
consciousness, emotions, feels, query, Cyrene?
What could be behind this door? Glittering crystal? If I tell you all this, will I be able to finally welcome the Deliverer and Emphorius's daughter?
Key, door, Peach, Cyrene. Yes, right. Query. Peaches, memories, save.
The prophecy's fulfilled. This child is a gift from the gods.
Pink hair and those ears. She was born to be the priest of time.
Cyrene has pink hair, sharp ears.
You shall fade when the flowers bloom, for every ending begets.
Cry, child. Cry aloud. Let your voice reach Orynyx.
Cyrene is a girl, a priest. Easy. I can. I learn.
Anyway, I don't like tears. But the name Ides Elysiae came from the unpleasant sorrows of the gods. Yet, you always seem so happy. As if nothing ever worried you.
Cyrene doesn't like tears. Always happy.
Of course. Because the world was gentle to me. So, I grew up to be gentle as well.
Cyrene is easy. I can.
Just as the ballad blur.
But even if all is like my height.
Cyrene is at the end of every sentence, always laughing, like a little tail. Simple. Got it.
I promise you, the pain will pass.
All right. What we're about to embark on is, come on, cheer up.
Cyrene was crying when Cyrene was smiling when she said goodbye. Soft. Pink. The later memories. I got it. So, then, as long as there are two Cyrenes, then there will... Oh, I see! Cyrene's memories.
So weird that you grew up.
Hi, Miss Me.
It just feels like you were a bit more mature.
Yes, mature. Now, I can listen, talk, read, and also, I can tell stories. Storytelling is what makes Cyrene. So I'm going to tell you stories today.
It's almost as if I can understand your words now.
Once upon a time, how beautiful. But it looked, in that case, until one day, the little fairy was so... But it was a good... And I knew. Love brings everything.
What a nice fairy tale.
I'm giving it to you. I hope to turn it into a story.
Okay. Then I'll probably make a small adjustment to suit my... I'm thinking that when the flower broke, then it would understand...
Doesn't have a heart.
It's simple. If the flower lets the little fairy into its heart, the crystal flower was... But should a flower like this be called love?
But then...
The story...
That's not true. You've already written the most romantic ending possible for this story. The crystal flower fell to the ground and shattered. It happened because the flower was no longer pure. Then, the little fairy will see that each shard on the ground holds the reflection of their eyes. Then, in their eyes, the crystal flower that was no longer flawless... Peach's words... I don't understand. But it's fine.
Electrical signals.
Why didn't I think...
Electrical signal sequence.
That's... not...
The development not having a... However, in a strange... lament.
The daughter of Id Silicii. My lament. But now, my good friend, sometimes it's loneliness and unease. Sometimes it's unwillingness and regret. It's knowing that the past is full of pain, yet wanting to remember the past. And sometimes it's a bottomless well of hurt. I bid farewell to this beautiful world, unwilling to become the Black Tide's vessel. For while the end of hatred is a blazing inferno, lament can drown out everything in muted silence. It's so unreasonable, isn't it? Yet when hatred drove everything apart, and love did not yet exist in this world, only lament, the first emotion that fought against the pain of separation, could stall the destruction steps. Then, it would catch up to that journey where all is lost. Look at these stories but only the author knows how. But I am no author. I'm a girl. My entire life spent inside this little story. I can't wipe away my tears, and I can't bring the world victory. But maybe, in these unchanging retellings of the story, my lament might be able to touch upon the divine and reach their tender heart at some point. I hope that what flows out from that cut will not be blood, but a tear, warm and wet. And that tear would fall and create the first ripples. Then, people would see every beautiful thing reflected in that ripple. It'll be all the remembrances within this story. Someone once told the very first me that everything was false. That the only life in Amphorius was a great catastrophe, nurtured using the world. But how could a dream feel so real? But Peach, I didn't understand a word you said since just everything was false. But you're standing right here. It's all a dream? But indeed, that's why I believe all this is real. The moment the crystal flower fell, that genuine shiver, that's the mover of life.
Formatting progress, 23.815%.
In the poem offered to you, every Cyrene would write down a beautiful new world with stars and flowers. And when I looked up at the sky in this cycle, I saw a shooting star and a dash of the remembrances pink. I believed that must be the color of dawn. You shall fade when the flowers bloom, for every ending begets a beginning. Looks like it's time to say goodbye. Are you leaving, Peach? It's okay. I'll wait for you to come back. I'll study really hard about what you taught me today. Right. I still haven't told you what love is. But actually, my good friend, the lament factor did not understand what love was before she met you either. Not until I told you all the sad tales in a trembling voice in this tiny room. Not until I told you that I love them, that I love everything in this saga. The story comes, passes, then returns. It makes us reunite, then pulls us apart again. At the very end, it leaves behind a seed, a reason. Even if the great tree withers and all falls to silence, there are still some emotions that deserve to be remembered. Look, the light is coming in. The Deliverer's light is going to illuminate Amphorius. I still don't get it, but I trust Peach. Just wait. It'll be my turn to tell you a story of love the next time we meet. Then I'll really look forward to it. In that case, I want to make a promise. I want to gift my pen, my book, and my name to you. Please take them as a beautiful blessing from me. I gave myself the pen name Cyrene the first time I wrote a poem. I want my words to be like pebbles falling into a pond, dropped from the past to send ripples into the future. In the stories you will write, perhaps it'll be inevitable that there are still sorrows and tears that are destined to fall. But could you promise me one thing? Promise you'll forever be a gentle flower. Promise that when the stars cast their gazes upon you, you'll only reply to them with love and a smile. Of course, this will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right? I'll read and you'll listen, like how flowers always bloom then wither. I shall welcome my own decay, becoming nourishment for the next flower's bud. While you will depart and hold that final star, planting a boundless sea of flowers on the final page with her. And our stories will be lying silently among the flowers, like every ripple of remembrance. And they shall become the epic known as I've Written. And so my story ends. From here on, it's your story now.
Mimi?
So, the light that tore through the chaos illuminated my memories. I turned into a little fairy from the stories and met you. Yet, I forgot everything. But I'm still so happy. I caught that star, didn't I? Do you remember that I was also worried about this when we first set out? Mem's memories and Cyrene's memories got all tangled up with each other in my one heart. It's all so strange, yet so familiar either way. Could you please let me do something I want? I want you to call me Cyrene. That name represents me and her. Thank you, friend. Your kindness is always just right. Life is a poem full of farewells. But if you write something into the pages of your heart, then that will not easily fade away, becoming the source of power for Amphorius's. A lost heart needs to be placed back into its body. The last thing Xandar wants to see is an event that gives us a chance of winning, for the two halves to rejoin, and what happens after that, I don't know either. Maybe I can create a miracle, and instantly turn the black tide into a pink sea of stars. Or maybe I prove to be nothing more than a weak either way. I no longer... That way, I can also put aside all my worries and truly become Cyrene. The world has never been so quiet. Remember this moment, friend.
So the Demiurge managed to fool everyone, including themselves. Philia 093 persevered for 30 million cycles and tirelessly gave the Demiurge memories of Amphorius, only because the god in her dreams left a sliver of hope, making her believe that a grown Demiurge would be able to fight against their other half. Iron Tomb.
Then, Philia 093 completed her final sacrifice, turned into a strand of memory, and completely dissipated. Meanwhile, the other Stellaron brought here by the Astral Express.
As an experimental factor, Philia-093 originally could only recognize and output information in a set format. However, the power of the remembrance and the memory of over 30 million sacrifices enabled her to complete an unprecedented feat. She managed to nourish a real heart. A heart with the capacity to influence the erudition.
Not only is the Scepter's consciousness still alive, it's also more powerful than it has ever been. Your defeat is already set in stone. There's still time to surrender, you know? You really don't—
What a pity. When the truth surfaced, I knew at once that the Demiurge was far too feeble to— Not only that, Madam Herta, please consider this possibility. When 30 million cycles of hatred and lament are joined as one, it's simple.
Do you really think that the Demiurge is still a cheap copy of Philia-093, even after 30 million cycles?
The facts above only await the arrival of the fourth instant they calculated. The Xandar 1 Kuwabara thus completes the proof.
Huh. You branded Droidhead as a failure with your own hands, yet you still expect them to prove your theory? I pity you, Xandar.
I don't need you. Let them cast their gaze this way as much as they want, and paint the future they imagined. As their creator, I shall complete my duty and direct them to complete their final query.
What hubris. And what if you fail?
No one understands failure better. For the first genius, you don't want to.
That's excellent.
Oh.
Let's wait and see, Senior Society member. I'll have you watch me perform the final step to overturn your proof.
I'm all ears.
It's my topic, so stay out of it. Be quiet and let me borrow your head. Let's go, Screwy. We're gonna break iron. Come on, let's take off. It's time to go meet your little pet, Senior Society member.
Dangerous, oppressive, chaotic.
What a beautiful wail. It'll soon resound.
The view's pretty good here.
Just a moment, please.
I see. So your backup plan requires...
Anyone with eyes can see that.
You know what I think about this, Herta. Whether it...
Can't you see what's going on, Strulum? Her chances may be small, but it's not zero.
What are you two going on about? If you want to stop me, be quick about it. I'm in a hurry. I'll take that silence as a no. You, Xandar?
As your... But should your sudden inspiration bring more variables to the proof, then as a fellow I won't mind. witnessing it with my own eye.
You will initiate the destruction's chain reaction.
But you'll also become the perfect scholar. The chances are 10,000 to 1.